We're out of milk. I don't know why I'm out of milk at work. Well, not all milk, just one specific milk, but we're out of milk. And it's like, who's buying all this milk? I know it's on sale, but like, who's buying all this? Like, it's cold outside. There's no projected snow here. It's cold, but there's no snow. If there was snow, I'd be a bit more sympathetic. How the fuck do you use Blender? I've totally forgotten how to use Blender. Also, let me, there, that technically works. I think. I wish I could zoom in on the canvas like you could on... Well, I remember how to turn. That's good. We have a cube. We have a camera. We're gonna need a camera and a light source later, because we do want to animate. Alright, am I up? I don't know which way's up. That's why they have these. Delete the camera. Where's the light? There's the light. Delete the light. Alright, at least I remember how to do this. Woo! It's fun. I think technically you're supposed to delete the cube. That's how you use Blender. Step 1, delete the cube. Hold on. Fuck. This cough is still here. It's changing. I don't know if it's actually getting better, but it's changing. Alright.
Oh, good for you!
Bitches love cannons.
Hi T, how's it going? Modeling. I'm trying to remember how to start Blender. Well, we fumbled. How the hell do I get a, point? I don't know. Alright, you got, paired up with the girl for, a project. Okay. Hold on, I'm looking up tutorials. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, hopefully she understands. I'll add. Gosh. Alright. I'd like to start with a cylinder. This up. Wait, what? I need to know the scale of this. I see. Measure? Measure. Oh, that's like 3 meters. That is like entirely too large. Because I have a or something around here, right? Oh, you tell her that you have migraines and that it just fucked with your head. You just tell her the truth, really. Yeah, I need that about 2 inches, which is 5 centimeters. Yeah, that's centimeters. Yeah, this item is way too large. Also probably way too tall. How do I scale this? This? Scale. Yeah, let's try measuring this again. Yeah, at least you'll sleep good, right? Something like that. I thought I was putting that on the thing. That just got okay. That's just going into the background, which is weird. Ah, I see. This is 50 or 46. That's also too large still. So I need that like a tenth the size, technically. Hooray, stream streak, woo. Gosh. Right. Part of my problem here is camera doesn't like to be centered, looks like. Oh, that accidentally controls the scaling. Depending on which Silent Hill game, that sounds about right. Oh, fuck. Nope, that was the annotate, not the, Okay, we're almost there. Huh. Weird. I guess technically the dimensions of this thing is not uber important. We are trying to make a new BRB screen, so I've opened Blender and I'm trying to remember how to use this thing. Step 1 is getting the fucking height of this thing, right? Step 2 is not dying from whatever sickness I have. Gosh. Hello Kitty, Island Adventure. Hans, play the clip of Butters. Alright. One meter is like 3 feet. So technically I need this up like 2 meters? Yeah, I need it about 2 meters-ish. All rough approximations. Scale vertically. Something like that. Yeah, that's about 2 meters. I could... Right now I'm just using simple geometry to start off. Isn't Hello Kitty Island Adventure like $10? $40? Jeez. Shrink it, move it down vertically a bit. That should work. Is it even centered? No, it is. Okay. Just doesn't feel like it. It has DLC, what the fuck? Object mode, edit mode. Hey, here we go. Alright, E? There we go. Oh. I do not know what the fuck is happening. I was trying to move the camera around. Oh. I do want these at a point. Maybe. I know fucking Blender. Where's the setting? Blender node merge by distance. Blender, your website is there. We go. Oh, what the fuck? I have no idea how any of this works. I can add it to the list. It's probably not going to be very high, but it can be on the list. Trying to figure this out. How do you accidentally make a jellyfish? There we go. I remembered if I press M, merge. Yeah, the ear cups. Alright. We have the base. And overall, it doesn't need to be that long of a something with the object moved wonkily. I'm actually going to move these intersections up. Gives it more of a coned point. And because this isn't like critical motion geometry like the fingers here, I don't really need to be too careful with the absolute geometry of this thing. Spaceship dungeon. No. Like here, I'll switch to the like if you watch the stinger transition, probably right about here. You see that? Did you see the thing? Probably right. We're making that. And then we're gonna eventually animate it. Ah, gosh. Fucking hell. love to go to the doctor, but I mean, that works technically because lore-wise, the original inhabitant of the body is from a more medieval time period. So yeah, that works. Alright. Let's align ourselves to an axis. Gosh. Ugh. God, I hate the American healthcare system sometimes. Ugh. Let's add another cylinder. I need to add multiple cylinders. This, where is it? Cylinder? Where's the cylinder? Right, it's a massive fucking cylinder. It probably is the snot in my lungs. I'm trying to think of a good way to do this. So I think step one is just to scale this down so that, realign to the axis, scale this down so it's like the same, at least close to it. The issue is, like, I usually just have snot, but it's just been worse as of late for whatever reason. Alright, I think that's about the same, if not the same. So now, zoom out. Need to bring this up here. Because I have... This is the one up top, two at the angles, left and right. And then there's a curved bit, which is going to be the harder part. The harder parts are going to be the curves. Well, it's cold as shit. Out of everything else he's probably said, I can't blame him that he's complaining about the weather. That's physics, technically. Whether or not it's a part of your curriculum, that's different. Who the fuck cares about the weather in Alaska, besides people in Alaska? Control C. Control V. So now we have another cylinder here. Rotate. That is the wrong axis. Axis. Rotate it this way. I wish... I mean, some Disney rides are boring as shit. Well, that reminds me of a story. I forget if it was actually Disney or just like some type of amusement park. But me and my one of my older sisters were in line for like one of the things that just spins you around and you can go up and down at the heights things. You know, it's usually like a rocket, or at Disney I think it's like Dumbo or whatever. Right as we hit the front of the line, it starts to rain and they shut down the ride. Oh yeah, like the Gravitron or whatever. So if I rotate along the x-axis by 90, and then if I move this, perfect. Perfect. The fun part is going to be adjusting all these and the distances. Oh, you got your legs hurt? You barely walk? You got class tomorrow? Yeah, fuck. Look, just get a skateboard and some crutches and say doctor's orders. Works 0% of the time, 100% of the time. I need another one over here on the same side. Doesn't, this does technically have mirroring. How do I, activate mirroring? Some things are coming back to me. Hold on, give me a minute. God, do you think I was dry heaving? Alright, mirror, blender, mirroring an object or mesh selection will create. So I think I'm making things harder for myself in the long run by doing it this way. So let's do this instead. Let's just select these, get rid of them. We don't need them. Fully, at least. God damn it. There's really nothing I can do about it. It's like I was fine the whole day at work, and now it's fucked. That do anything? Select a mirror axis. X. Now if I go into edit mode, select like these nodes here. Nope, that's not working. There we go. Now it should be working. I go to edit mode, select that. Ooh, no. Why is it not working? Should work. Oh, what the fuck? This is for like Blender 2.8. I'm using like Blender 5. Auto mirror? Page not found. Okay. And there goes Tracky, screaming again. You know, I wonder. Yeah, it's not doing anything. I made this model. Fuck, how do I use Blender? I was going to use the fucking... Blender has also changed, so that's not at all helpful. And because there's so many different versions of Blender. Options... Modifiers, add modifier. Mirror. Mirror along the x-axis. Failed to set value. The fuck does that even mean?
Bitches love cannons.
Kinda deleted things, not really. What the fuck? Oh, that's weird. That's not correct. Mirror modifier failed to set value. Alright, have a good night, T. Well, have fun dreaming about kissing women. I want to be able to mirror this so I don't have to do shit twice. Oh, hey. I don't know, my dreams are weird. A lot of them just seep out of my head after I wake up, so I got no idea. See what this 1 minute 30-second video has to say about mirror modifier not working. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Why does he look like that? Okay. So that's... It is working, it's just not actually working? What? Huh. Okay. So... I have the issue that this isn't centered anymore and I can't really get it back. There we go. So, oh, the origin's not in the right place. The hell? That's... Huh. That's just outside the thing. Which... Okay. And the dialog box I had over here is gone unless I... Alt. Alt did nothing. So if I set this to 0 again, that's not 0. I may just get a new object. This one's being weird. Yeah. Let's just get a new object, because I have no idea. Technically, if we get a cone, well, that's great. There we go. But that's still on rotation, scale. I have no idea how large this thing is. It's like 8 centimeters. And control Y is not a thing here. Okay. Where'd it go? Am I inside of it? Okay, now it's just all the way up there. Honestly, the absolute size of this thing doesn't matter, but I do want it, like, somewhat right. Alright. So what I'm going to do first is go into the edit mode. I gotta remember to hold shift. It brings me downwards. Vertices. Vertices, there we go. Now we have half an object. Mirror along the X. Now, why isn't it working? That's the measurement tool. There we go. That's what I want. So now I can just make this thing once. Well, I don't have to worry about doing the other half because I just mirror across the Y and then I believe apply. Apply would create the other part of the mesh, like literally. So if I go into edit mode, you see how there's no dots here. It doesn't have the dots. Those dots aren't real, but if I hit apply, I can't do that in this mode though. But if I were to do it, it would generate the dots here because it'd be mirrored. Okay. Alright. Getting somewhere? Kinda. Ish. Don't move the origin. Well, move the origin respect to everything else, please. Put that to the ground. Alright. I had a fucking... I just need a way to fucking convert from... It's about 18 centimeters is what I want. Okay. Edit mode works. Yeah, because I do have a... Oh, nope. I thought I clicked the measurement tool. So that's 2 centimeters. So I want it to 18. Right about there-ish. Depending on who you ask. And in comparison... Actually, yeah, 18's too much. Try a bit closer to 9. Yeah. have lost the measurements. That line up there. That tells you I missed a couple things because of the angle I was working at.
Bitches love cannons.
I thought you went to bed! Dancing, walking, rearranging furniture. Babs is out shopping. I let the bird out of the cage. I think that's where I was aiming. No, that's one line too high. About there. Zoom out. Turn the fucking measurements back on. So I know roughly what we're dealing with. Okay. Okay. That's fair. Can't blame you there. Extrude? Yeah, extrude. There we go. Extrude along the Z. Oh, I'm sorry, T. Maybe you'll feel better when you wake up. Have a good night. I'm just making sure everything's correct here. About here is where I want this. Keep doing that. I need to hold shift to be able to move stuff like that. Alright. Fun part's when we get to the fucking details. Then the extra fun part is trying to animate the thing, because we want it animated. Okay. So we have that as a base. Okay. Bevels, champers, loop cut, knife. Interesting. Okay. Add a cube. So I'm trying to figure out the scale of how I want this. How large is the one of these squares? Okay, one of these squares is 10. That'd be 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 15. And there's the exact middle between the 2 points right there. Okay. Mm. That was because I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Like how I want to do this. Well, it may help pulling up some reference material. That's why people have reference fucking materials. No, not that. Gosh. Is it in other? Yeah, it's in other. No, you don't need to open GIMP. Yeah, it's fine. It should be fine. Well, yeah, that's why I didn't want to open that in GIMP. It's entirely too large. GIMP, open with, like, paint. Photos might be a better idea. There we go. Alright, throw that, like, right there. Part of the problem is that I've only ever envisioned this as a 2D image, and I'm trying to convert it into a 3D object. Not exactly what I meant by scale fully. Because I want it along the X and the Y, not just one of them. To the internet. That's not the internet. Ah. Shift and then the axis you're not using. So scale, shift. That's still kind of wrong. Because it's going backwards is the issue. Okay. At least I know cancel is right click. what I could do, align myself along this axis, and now all I have are... actually, I grabbed more than one. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab that one, move it out, grab that one, also move it out. Actually, so just be those two, and it is. The thing is, if I do this, that side comes in, not what I want. There we go. That's more what I want. So I think what I'll do is try to get the a rough profile here. I don't really need everything perfect. It's going to be added. Whole thing's going to be at a distance anyways, kinda. Maybe about like this. The completed, and then probably some text. This is supposed to go up a distance. What I'm trying to get right now is just the arms of the thing. Alright. Now when I select, I should only be selecting, yeah, the point. Technically, this was the wrong way to do this, because this is the front of the object. And so, yeah, no. That's why I control Z, because this is what I want. Other way, please. Are these points. Almost. There we go. Kinda, at the very least. Would it be easier if I, you know, I think it might be. So we have our points. We have bottom of the center section, the top of the center section, and then like this is the center of the center section. It just looks wrong because I have... Damn it, I keep doing that. This kind of extends downwards. I feel like this should be doing something, but it's not. Probably because I have no idea what that's doing. So if I look from the top here, how many is that? 7? Should I go with 5, maybe? 7 should be fine. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Just along the Z. Alright. Part of my problem. Oh, there we go. Now Twitch has the green. Break time. Alright. Back to it. Yeah, this works. This is kind of what I'm going for. I will just need to work it out. So So we have those. Now if we grab these, bring them down along the Z, which I think is what's going on. Okay. Roughly hexagonal shape. Hmm. Let's see here. Blender. Vertices, equalize vertices? How to evenly space vertices? Loop tools. Select edit mode. Hmm. How old is this? 8 years. Will it still work? No idea. Nope, not up there. Extrude vertices, new edges, rip vertices, rip and fill, slide. Bridge edge loops create a bridge of faces between two or more. Okay, so that's just more or less to fill this empty space. Oh, you can actually see the right click menu here. Neat. Can't in DaVinci. That's 8 years old. Huh, a video from literally 21 hours ago. Oh, hey, Reddit. Also, not what I'm looking for, but... weird. How to easily space vertices. This looks more like a modern Blender. Where'd you go for that? Edit preferences? Preferences. You can't see the pop-up, that's fine. Add-ons. Huh, we don't have loop tools. And then it tries to recommend my own stream. So I don't have loop tools. They must have removed loop tools. Interesting. Also, I don't think it would have done what I want it to do. It's not liking the stuff I'm doing. It's all based on vibes. I might go get loop tools to try to get this into more of a circle. So blenders. Loop tools. Get extensions tab. Loop tools. Install. Install add-ons. Loop tools. I think I probably need to relaunch. I'm gonna relaunch Blender real fast. Oh, yeah, save. Where the hell do I even save this thing? I should probably save it. I'll just save it directly into editing materials. Just call it BRB. Save Blender file. Save to BRB. Alright. Close Blender. Launch Blender just to make sure it works. How the fuck do I use loop tools again? Trying to load a YouTube video. Okay, so if I right click, so let's loop tools, circle. Well, that technically works. Looks a bit wonky, especially from the side. That What if I don't flatten? Well, now I just don't even know what that did. This is denting the thing, which I don't want. Why is it lowering those? Fuck. No, remember the angle. Should just be able to set that back to 0. I think that did what I wanted to. Space? Yeah, that's kind of better. Oh, and what the fuck? I know what the fuck this is doing. Well, I did this instead. Leave out the corner piece. You know what? Leave out the corners. See how it works like that. I don't even know what the fuck it's trying to do anymore. Now it's just broken. Oh wait, no, it's trying to make 2 circles because they're not... It's really fucking with the geometry. Okay. Idea. There we go. Thing is, I'm going to have to redo a lot of this probably anyways, so... Wish the measurements could stay on screen. Hmm. It just moves that one too much, I feel. So what I could do... Where is it? How do I use this again? God damn it, the hover's not working. There we go. Alright. 2 knife slots. Let's go back to the select. This should allow... Because now I have a bit finer grain of control. Ish. Look at this from the top. Yeah, you see it, I think my best option was just extruding along the Y. And then circle. So I'm probably going to have to change I am going to have to change the center of all this anyways. Trying to think. So that's 10. So about out here. That's kind of the limit I want on that. Which would also mean... Oops. We're going to treat that point as the very center here. That's 25. Get this to also 25. is I'm gonna need geometry about here. Again, the hard part is gonna be actually getting more of the details. I'm basically going to use the geometry as my painting lines when we get to the color. Ugh. So we have this. I do want this maybe a bit thicker. No, because I didn't hold shift at the beginning. And that's caused a bit of problems. Biggest issue is because it's bowed out that way. Well, I do have a cylinder here. That's not. There we go. So then what I can do is go back to vertices. See, that's not correct fully. Yeah, that definitely didn't work. Yeah, because those got moved differently. They can no longer merge at center, but... That's because it's not going to be just right. Because as you can see, that's a straight line. Everything's just misaligned a bit. And that's more or less correct. Select edges. Fill? That's not correct. New face from edges. There we go. And I can just knife across to fix that. New face from edges. And then if I get the knife tool again. There we go. Yeah, everything looks pretty alright from up top. Alright. So now I do have these. Which, if I just select, try to select all of it. Just make it a bit larger. Trying to estimate. So if I Control C, Control V, no, that's vertex. Paste. Is there paste? Because Control C copied one selected object. How do I paste? Maybe if I go into, instead of edit mode, object mode. But that's not technically correct. Because I want to duplicate this and move it. Vertices. Shift D. Can I backspace that? Because that needs to be the other way. Let's, Move this up. I'm gonna have to move this. Gotta make sure I have everything. I don't. There we go. Okay. You can figure out what to do with this area later. Actually, let's move this just out a bit. What does this do if I do this? Nothing. What this could allow me to do is actually keep a standard distance between all these loops. The problem is I do not know what the radius of these would be. If I do this, loop tools, circle, kind of did. Oh wait, no, that is circle. Ah, it's just not moving those. That. So this is a radius of 1. Okay. That's a radius of 1. No, that's a radius of 1. I want all the bends to be a 1. Radius of 1. Oh, that's how I could do that. Kinda. Ish. I'll have to see. Okay. Go back over here. This is still 25-ish, just about. This is now 35, 33, which is too far. That's also 33, which is too far. I need to get this down to 25, which is there. Oh, that's merge, right? How did I go about moving these? There we go. That also tells me that that's not really aligned with like a 45-degree angle. So I would probably need to lower this whole section. I do not know what I just did. More of a 45-degree angle would probably be out here-ish. Because I basically just want to run along that line. There we go. And now we need to just shorten this down to a circle. Should be 25. I do not know what I did to get to this, but alright. Yeah, when you look at it from a distance, clear all these out of them. Does start to resemble it. Although with how Because if I ever export it, it's technically canon then, but... Huh. So do I want the circle larger is the thing. Part of the issue is that there's no context here. Because a person's head is supposed to go here, more or less. Actually, now that I think about it, with that... Yeah, no, this is a good size. Should... Ish. I'm terrible at these things, but... We're just trying our best here. Alright. There are some other parts here. Those might be a bit harder to get here. I can also just ignore all rules of geometry, more or less. Those are the main arms. I think the next step might be actually getting the circle around. So from up top, those three. Not what I meant. Actually, what I should have done is just a singular line. Then I can extrude out from there and then connect back to the main section. The other question is, how much, in terms of like resolution, do I want here? Well, I got an error. Okay. How do I get the error off the screen? Escape. That's not a circle. That made it worse. Let's just add some more points. Let me see what happens. I think he wants to cut it for whatever reason. What I want is just a curve in between these. Okay, it doesn't like the fact that I'm trying to use a curve on just a line, maybe? I don't know. I don't think that did anything. Circle will do something, but it's... The thing is, if I... add these, it's probably going to... Because I want those as more like anchors, is the thing. See? It moved those. And that just tries to make it a actual circle. What was that hover? Few vertices at a consistent distance along the circle. That's technically what I want, but because I don't want a circle. I want a curve, but it's not allowing me to do curves. Flatten? That didn't do anything. Well, that kinda did something. I'm going for is more... When I have two, it doesn't like curve? Huh? It's also not doing anything, so... idea. I held shift. Why is it not? Huh? Oh no, I was saying caps lock. I'm stupid. The fuck? I have no idea. There's multiple operators and they actually add geometry. So what I'm trying to do is a circle. Let's try this with just less points. That's our soon. There we go. That's what I want there. I'm going to try and do. Let's make a bit of a circle with these. And it's break time again. Gosh. Back to it. Alright, let's see here. I think just one more. Then I need one from here. Then also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's those. Tool circle. That's not doing anything. Okay. What I may have to do is extrude from there so it doesn't fuck with the geometry of the actual cylinders. No, now it's just not working. Now it's just not doing anything. Oh, wait, I have the influence set to 0. I have no idea what the fuck it's trying to do. Oh, for one, I'm missing a dot. So what I was trying to do is move along, trying to make 2 circles for one. Try that again. Circle. So for some reason, it tries to make 2 circles because they're not connected, I think. That's what it looks like it's trying to do, and it doesn't even attempt to do the bottom one. I don't even know what the fuck it's trying to do there. Try moving the radius. Yeah, that just tries to do 2 circles. Flatten. Flatten's better. Yeah, it's trying to do 2 circles because it doesn't have an actual clear line. Alright. Yeah, that's selected too much. why that line did not want to be deleted. Alright. So now I just have a bunch of disconnected dots. I have all these dots here. Select them all. Theoretically, this should work. Influence is at 0. It's made a circle, but it's made a half circle. Does give me an idea. Does give me a bit of an idea. So what shape are we working with here that I'm trying to more or less mimic? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, seven. That doesn't seem right. 1. Oh wait, no, double it. Kinda. Well, this would be 1. So wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double it to 10, 11, 12. We're working with a 12, theoretically, 12-sided shape. I'm going to go up here, grab this. Extrude off the Z. So now we have 1 dot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Select the edge, delete edges. Wait. Well, easiest way to find out, select everything. It's like, how many edges is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. That was one of the necessary points. No, because... Yeah, no, we actually don't need that. Because one side of it is just going to be blank. So G and the Z. Now rotate. These distances aren't all the same. Set that back to 0. Okay, so that is constant distances. It's just not a... Okay. Add some more vertices here. There are probably a lot easier ways to do this, but I do not do this professionally, and I'm just fucking about more or less. Hard part. Aligning everything to their correct points. That's also why I added more. One of the hard parts is that it's now also behind the model. It's inside of it. I'm gonna go to the internet. Curve. Huh. I'm gonna scale this up right now. That's also why it's not quite right. It's not in the center. It's hard to tell where the center is when you're moving it like this. Oh, hey, there we go. See, the edges are the weird parts for me here. Either way. So if I just select two mesh vertices, loop tool curve. It breaks so hard. It's harder to get that one. So it's like loop tools curve. And it's just not doing anything. Linear? Yeah, I don't know what the curve is supposed to do. Move the vertex. Bevel it. So, move the camera. Right click, not loop tools. Bevel? I don't know. That doesn't look like it's doing anything. That's making that number very large. I not like beveling because I'm trying to okay. Try control Zing a bit. There we go. Doesn't help that these circles aren't the same resolution, but whatever. Add faces. That's not technically correct. Oh, that's doing something now, but that is very much not what I want. I don't even know what it's trying to do. I may just go with rough approximations of bullshit. I have no idea what in the fuck I'm even doing. Oops. I have no idea what that just did. I think that was hide. Mm. I'm just trying to mentally figure this out. Theoretically. I don't want to mess with that. That's... Because theoretically, I could do a quarter of this. Because it's mirrored front to back as well. I don't know if... So I could just theoretically do a quarter of this. may just do that because it will make my life just a bit easier. Because this thing is the same front to back. This thing is the same left to right as it is front to back. It's just colored differently. But once I get the model made, then I color it, and then we do the animation. So yeah, I think I can just have to keep the center, not the modifier. Oh, modifier is easy enough to bring back. As you can see, nothing's changed. I'm actually going to more or less disable the modifier for right now. Yeah, this should just be a quarter. Up here is, those are just halves. X, Y, there we go. And Z adds a mirror effect down the down there. Now theoretically I don't. So now everything's just symmetrical along the axes. Flatten angles of selected vertices. Work better if there were more vertices to work with. There's the sculpting. Oh god. You can see that this is this. Damn it. I'm trying to twist, thumb, rack, slide, moves the topology of the mesh in direction of the stroke. Pinch. I'm mainly just looking for I forget how this works. Yeah, that's kind of how this works. I wish I could see the fucking vertices, but alright, yeah, that's not anything too helpful. Alright. I'm thinking. So, fuck. Like I said, I've never actually tried to make this thing in 3 dimensions. It's always kind of been a flat 2D image. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so that's also not helpful. I have other reference images I could... That's the wrong folder. What do I have for... How's this one? Stop opening fucking GIMP if it's a finished image. God damn it. I don't need to edit it, I just need to see it. Doing a good job at letting me see it. Okay. Part of me doesn't want to start over. Just with a simpler... because I feel like part of the issues I'm having is that this is too many shapes. There's too many vertices for what I want. I don't need a lot of this. I don't need, like, all these lines. This isn't, like, a fucking game production thing, so... Yeah, part of me wants to start over. Which, honestly, is fine. This stream was more like, how the fuck do I use Blender? We got this far, so that's good. Questions. How many? Because for the gems on it, I'm thinking just like a standard a rupee shape. You know how in Zelda you have like the beveled edges and shit. Like maybe I could draw one-ish with these. Had a feeling that might happen. Oh well. Right, back here. Nope. I forgot to hold shift. So on a rupee you usually have you have that. And then if I insert face, oh, that's not right. Bevel, that's... Kind of like that. I just need to probably get them a bit better spaced out, but... kind of like that. That's your standard rupee shape. Lamp oil, rope, bombs. They're yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rupees. You can tell this thing isn't all that symmetrical. I do feel like starting over, but this is more trying to just get a feel for how I want things, you know, just like rough drafting it-ish. I may skip the whole mirror thing. If I keep it simple, it shouldn't be too hard. It will allow me to be... What I may do instead of like left right like this mirroring, I may just do front back. So along the X. That could make things just a wee bit simpler. I could also work from the outside in. That may be also helpful. Because I do have the, because everything in here is like on a ring of points. And I have the right-click loop tools circle. If I just do a 7 points a circle, I'll probably forget the distance actually if I... So about 3/4 of a meter, point to point. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go to object mode. I'm just gonna move this thing all the way over there. I'll move it over here. That's like our shitty little first attempt. Add a cube. That cube is fucking ginormous. add loop points. Doesn't matter as long as we have something along the center of this. So then I want 7. Yeah, that's 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's absolutely too fucking large. Shrink that down a lot. Hard parts here knowing is... Ooh. Keep doing that. As if this is actually vertical. Which I have no idea how to... Would be a good way to tell. Well, it's at a whole rotation number, so that's good. Just center that on that dot. You see, it's like these aren't in a perfect lot. Perfect, Huh. What I might be able to do is go get like a... heptagon. Not a hexagon. Oh, wait. Alright, I'm going to Control Z that. I'm just going to delete that. Actually, just delete that. Cone can stay. Add circle. Seven. There we go. Put that up to like there. Then I would want a rotation about the X of also 90. No. Ah, fuck. Oh, wait, no, that makes sense now. No, it doesn't. So I just want it to turn to the left. That's like... The fuck? That's not even... Why are these two doing the same thing? That doesn't make sense. Oh wait, no. X is supposed to be 0. Y is what I'm going to use to size this. About there-ish. That to 0. Yeah, I don't know why rotation X and Z are doing the same exact thing. It shouldn't be. Y worked. Because it rotated it along the Y. Rotating it along the X should turn it to the left or to the right. Because if I go over here and adjust this, yeah, it's turning with the X. It's turning with the Y, the green. If I move the Z, it'd be better if this was on an axis. If I move this with the Z, it moves along the Z. If I convert that back to 0. For some reason, this is also moving along the Z instead of the X. So I don't know what's going on there. That's just being weird. Other way. Right. Size is good enough. I can scale it. So now we have that. And there we go. We have a heptagon. And it gives us just a rough idea of where I want to start with all this. I can probably delete the edges and start with just the points. We'll figure this all out. Animating it's also going to be fun. But like I said, I haven't actually envisioned this fully in like a 3D environment. Plus I don't know Blender, so there's that. Anyway, do that, file, save, close Blender, end stream. I don't think anybody's online, right? And close all our tutorial tabs. Yeah, no, nobody's really online. Fuck. Anyway. Until next time, provided I don't fucking die.